Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey. Let's get to the show. How y'all doing? That beat was sounding so good, I had to let it play just a little bit. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming back. All right. There's so much going on today. The news is jumping, so I gotta stay on top of everything that's going on. Thank you guys for coming back and joining. I appreciate y'all. I see you, Miss Cheryl H. Tuff. Thank you so much, Erica Butler, for being here as well. I'm gonna have some more people piling in, so let's go ahead and get started. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hey, Grandma 504. Hey, Miss Pruitt. Hello. Hello, Be Wiser. Hello. Hey, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate ya. Let me get this up. I appreciate ya. Let's go ahead and get this live started, honey. Ooh, let's see. No, I'm trying to prop the phone up here. Child. Hold on, y'all. Jeez. Give me a second. I'm still here, guys. Bear with me. All right, there we go. All right. All right, and we're back. Thank you guys for joining. Let's get into the show. I see Sharice Woods. I see Sherry Williams and that Holder. Thank you so much, DC Girl 501. All right, I see some new names in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome if you're here for the very first time. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, Tam C, I see you in the building. Let's get into our first topic. There's so much going on. All right. Kelly Clarkson's husband, you guys, passed away. All right, we gotta talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Now, y'all know her husband was giving her hell after she divorced his ass, and he was coming for her money. I ain't like that. That spousal support. Y'all know how these men nowadays be doing. When they get mad when you divorce their ass, they be trying to get into your pockets, and that's what this son of a gun was trying to do. But they have announced today, according to TMZ, that he is gone, honey. He done kicked the bucket. He is unalive. He is no longer with us. All right. So Brandon Blackstock, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, is unalive at 48 years old. What in the world could have happened at 48? You are just starting to live your life, and he is no longer here. I'd be so sick of these ads. Oh my God. All right, so let's just ignore the ad. So that is Kelly Clarkson. Y'all know her. Since you've been gone. Her, okay. I love her. I be rocking out. All right, so that's her husband, child. Let's get into Brandon Blackstock and Kelly Clarkson's, which is Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband and former manager, has died, according to TMZ, and it's been confirmed. The statement reads, "It is with great sadness that we share the news that Brandon Blackstock has passed away. Brandon bravely battled cancer for more than 3 years." Ooh, I didn't know that. Said that he passed away peacefully and was surrounded by family. Said that we thank you for your thoughts and prayers and ask everyone to respect the family's privacy during this very difficult time. Okay. That's him, Kelly, with their beautiful little kids. All right. Y'all remember Kelly, honey, from American Idol? She is now the Kelly Clarkson. I love her. So sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Blackstock was fighting melanoma, a serious form of skin cancer. Said that we're told that Brandon passed away this morning, just a few hours ago, after battling the disease for 3.5 years. My Lord. Let's see what else they're saying. Again, shout out to TMZ. Now, it was clear that Blackstock was dealing with a major health issue because Clarkson announced that she was postponing her LA residency because of her husband's health issues. Well, ex-husband, said explaining that she needed to be with her children. According to People magazine, they broke the news of his unaliveness. So shout out to them as well for putting that news out there. It says, as you know, rumors have persisted over the last few months that she was going to leave the Kelly Clarkson show because of her numerous absences, though we've now confirmed that these were all connected to Blackstock's illnesses. All right. Now, everyone on the staff knew about the illnesses, according to what they're saying, but they were told that they kept it to themselves out of respect for Kelly and Brandon's privacy. Now, Blackstock and Kelly met at a rehearsal for the Academy of Country Music Awards back in 2006, though they did not start dating until early 2012 after reconnecting at Super Bowl. All right. And said that they got engaged later that year and married in 2013. During their marriage, they welcomed 2 children together, and Clarkson and Blackstock even convinced her to get into hosting her own talk show. Kelly filed for divorce in 2020, and it was finalized in March of 2022. Blackstock began his career with Starstruck Entertainment, his father's company, and he managed big acts like Blake Shelton. Y'all know who he is from the show The Voice, as well as Rascal Flatts. All right, Blackstone was 48 years old. Rest in peace. He also, in addition to, y'all see what Kelly filed for divorce in 2020, he was asking for spousal support. Now, mind you, he's running his father's business, which is very lucrative for very big acts like Blake Shelton and other acts as well. But he was coming for her. I think he came for her money out of bitterness. And we know a lot of men do that when you decide to divorce him. Look at Martell, try to get child support and spousal. Like, nigga, sit down. You are a man. You are able-bodied. You can get out there and get a job. What you doing that for when you know the woman, the responsibility financially is definitely going to fall on her if she has the children. Okay. So rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him, honey. I'm sure she's sad because that is the father of her children, and she once loved him enough to marry him and take vows, but it has to be a sigh of relief that she doesn't have to worry about him coming for her coin anymore. Ooh, that's sad. But let's move along. Y'all remember Caesar, honey? Caesar from Black Ink Crew, New York. Do we have some news on him? Let's get into that. Let's get into that because we got to keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. You're going to find it right here on the Caramel Rush Show. All right. Don't go nowhere else. Come right on over here because you know we got it. All right. Caesar, honey, from Black Ink's crew, his daughter, Cheyenne, I think her name is Cheyenne. Yeah, Cheyenne says that he stopped being a dad years ago. She says it missed my dog, but oh well. Now, if you guys remember the tension between the two of them, where the daughter called the police on Caesar when she went to stay with him for quite some time. Caesar was trying to make her do chores, make her do like laundry and stuff like that, and she wanted to like stay out. At the time, she was only like 16 or so, but he ran a very tight ship in his house, and she didn't like it. So she was kind of bucking against his rules and regulations of his house. And I think he popped her or something like that. And she called the police on him to try to get him arrested. And then her mom got involved as well. And it got very, very nasty. And she started talking about how he was not a good father, how he was not there for their daughter, Cheyenne. But Cheyenne did not want any type of discipline because she was one of those teenagers that was. But y'all know that Caesar also went through the whole dog incident where he was seen hitting his dog with a folding chair, abusing his dogs. So he got in trouble for that as well. Since then, he's been fired from being on Black Ink Crew New York. So his life has really gone down since then. He also got evicted from his tattoo shop where you guys saw, I shared it here on my show, where they threw all of his stuff out on the sidewalk where people were just like walking by like, oh, is this for sale or is this free? So all this shit got thrown out. He got evicted. So he's been kind of going through it. It's looking like he's trying to bounce back, but his relationship with his daughter, which is his only daughter, Cheyenne, it looks like it's gone down the tube. So let's get into it. Caesar Emanuel's daughter, shout out to It's On Site, Cheyenne, is opening up about their strained relationship, saying that he's been absent for years. Maybe because you called the police on him. She says, miss my dog, but oh well, she wrote, suggesting the love is still there, but the effort from him hasn't been. So Cheyenne previously made headlines after accusing the former Black Ink star of abuse, like I told you guys back in 2021, which he denied. So they said that their relationship hasn't been the same since, okay? I have a problem with this. If you are parenting with someone and one parent, I feel like if they're right in terms of how they're disciplining the child, if they're very mildly teenager to be exact, and the other parent is trying to parent them, I don't like when parents kind of check each other in front of the child because you make that child feel like it's okay to run to you when the other parent tell them something that they don't like. So you have to kind of watch that. That's what was going on with this situation with Caesar and the baby mama, because she was upset, one, that Caesar had moved on and got a new girlfriend. So, and then the girlfriend was living with Caesar, and then her daughter went to go stay with Caesar as well. And Caesar was trying to parent her and tell her the do's and the don'ts, what she had to do and what she could not do. And she didn't like it. So she would talk back and, would raise her voice and say she's going to do this, staying out when he told her she could not. So he popped her ass. And I'm not saying that I'm promoting violence, but there's a difference between discipline and abuse. And she called the police on him to try to get him arrested for disciplining her, and her mom jumped in as well and also called defects on him to kind of push the issue that her daughter was trying to push as well. So it gave that the mama, I feel like the mama was wrong. I ain't gonna hold you, because if he's telling her the right from wrong, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta do chores. That's right. And if you're mouthy when he tell you not to do it, and I mean, I'm old school shit. I ain't above being popped. I ain't above popping mine. If you're doing it within, doing it with love, not to the point where you leaving bruises and stuff, but discipline and abuse. Like I said, it's a fine line. But this child here, this one right here is mouthy as hell. So it's no wonder that the two of them don't have the relationship that they desire to have. Maybe Caesar is just like kind of staying back, like she's grown now. I ain't trying to be in no situation where she buck up and then I be, back involved with the police again. Maybe he's just staying back because of that. And then too, like I said, her mama is a whole handful as well. I remember covering this and following this situation. All right. Says, but mine stopped being a dad years ago. See how she's doing? Now, if you feel that strongly, obviously the love is still there, like she said. Reach out to him. Reach out to him and say, hey, Dad, let's have a sit down. Let's talk. Because she's grown now. She's in her 20s now. So taking it to social media, what were you looking to get from that? And I keep saying, I don't know why people bring their business to social media for other people to give their opinions. And then you get mad when they don't say what you want them to say. But yeah, so press for them, because every daughter should be with her father or have a relationship with her father if they can. Moving on. All right. Moving on. Some of these parents out here, child, these baby mamas can be a mess. If you're trying to co-parent with them, especially if they see you moved on and all their feelings haven't gone or they haven't gotten over their feelings for said baby daddy. Yeah, they will act a fool a little bit and be on some bullshit just for the sake of trying to keep mess up because they want that person back and the person don't want them. But let's continue on. Don't be that baby mama, honey. Y'all try to co-parent and be amicable if you can. If not, then stay the hell away from each other because ain't nobody got time to be up in the jail. All right, Diddy drama freezes Al B. Sure, says a memoir amid explosive allegations and publishing clash. All right, they are still trying to shut Al B. Sure up. Al B. Sure has been screaming from the mountaintops about Diddy being involved in Kim Porter's unaliving. And at the end of the day, what's wrong, baby? Okay. At the end of the day, I feel like he definitely needs to continue to speak up. So according to The Girls Are Fighting, it says that a tell-all memoir by R&B singer Al B. Sure has been mysteriously shelved, sparking speculation over its explosive content tied to Sean Diddy Combs. Now it says the book, Do You Believe Me Now, promised to expose the singer's near-death experience and his complicated history with Diddy, including a claim that the music mogul may have played a role in Sure. Or in Sure's 2022 coma. All right. Now, y'all know that Al B. Sure did a recent interview where he was saying he's getting ready to tell everything that happened with him. And people were asking him, did he have something to do with your coma? And he was like, yeah. So, of course, y'all know he wrote a book. He was trying to write a book before. Then he went into this mysterious coma. Now, we know a lot of people who also was trying to write books found out that they had, some stuff that didn't line up with what people were saying they supposed to have out here. Kim Porter, they were saying trying to write a book as well. And found out that she was out here sick and shouldn't have been sick. All right, a lot of people. So everybody try to write a book about Diddy, honey. It don't end well. So originally set for release by Simon and Schuster, said that the memoir has suddenly vanished from their website and major retailers. That's Diddy, child, all damn day. Says that Amazon has listed the new placeholder date of December 31st of 2050. Damn. And the audio version has been removed entirely. That's the work of Diddy. Now, according to Sure's attorney, said that Robert J. Hatman, the delay stems from creative differences with the publishers reportedly pushing for more details about Diddy than Sure was willing to include. Now, Hatman even suggested a possible outside interference, claiming that somebody could have interfered because they were afraid of the truth coming out. That's what I believe. I believe that part. Mm-hmm. Now, Sure's ties to Diddy go back decades, from their early days at Uptown Records to shared family ties through the late Kim Porter, who both men were romantically involved with. Now, Sure has become one of Diddy's loudest critics and the mogul's mounting legal troubles, and essay allegations. While Combs has not responded to the claims, industry insiders reportedly treat Sure with caution, calling him mentally unstable. Now, that's the narrative they're trying to put out. Now, Hatman fired back, threatening legal action against anyone making such claims. It says that if anyone says he's insane, come out and contact me directly so that we can sue them. Not sue, girl. Ooh. Now it says it as for the memoir, its future remains uncertain, and its silence may speak louder than the pages ever could. I'll be interested in reading that book. Y'all know we read Kim Porter's book here on my channel in its entirety, and baby, all the stuff that was told in that book was a lot. I was like, damn, some of the stuff that I had already like heard, but to like see it in a book and to like read it verbatim and to hear about some of the things, I was just like, wow, Diddy was a whole freaking monster. And his freak level was like beyond 10 and above. I said, damn, Diddy. Like, damn. He was talking about Kim Porter doing freak offs while she was pregnant with the twins. Like, we read all of that stuff. How she knew about Biggie being unalived and she kept quiet about that. But then when she decided that she didn't want to deal with Biggie anymore, deal with Diddy anymore because she was tired of how he was treating her, and she threatened to expose him from some stuff that she saw that he was doing, that's when we found out that she had pneumonia. Okay, which Albie sure has said time and time again. Like Kim, the last time I spoke to Kim, which I think it was like days before, she was in perfect health. She was fine. And then all of a sudden now here she is sick with pneumonia and then passed away. He was like, hell no. And he's always felt like Diddy was involved in Kim Porter's death. He's been saying that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he can get this book out and hopefully he can stay alive while the book is in rotation. Okay. If he does put the book out, I'll probably go and purchase the book and we'll read it just to see what's in there. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Put a one in the chat if you guys would like, if they drop the book, put a one in the chat if you guys would like for us to purchase the book so that we can possibly read it to see what he is disclosing in said book. It sounds like it might be juicy because who would know Diddy better than Albie Shore? So put a one if you guys would like for us to read the book. Put a two if you guys would want to pass on reading the book. Y'all know we can read good over here now. We got some good reading skills. We flew right through that Kim Porter book. I see some ones. Okay. So if you drop it, I'll go and purchase it and we'll go ahead and read the book. All right. That's a deal. That's a deal. All right. Let's move along. Jason Lee is in some serious trouble. Blogger Jason Lee. Y'all know they just announced that him and Tiffany Haddish had this baby. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it was on his page as well. So I'm just like, it's got to be reputable if he's posting. So I don't know. I don't know. They're saying something about there was some kind of surrogate that may have had a baby with, their stuff. We say their stuff. Did they had a baby or something? I don't know how true that is. And we actually talked about it here, but once I saw where like I said, Jason Lee posted something in reference to it on his channel where it was pictures and everything with him and Tiffany Haddish, and he had a caption underneath the picture. I was like, well, maybe there's something to this. But y'all know we don't leave no stone unturned, honey, when it's talking about the news over here. We're going to talk about everything. But let's get into this right now. According to the Girls Are Fighting, Jason Lee is under investigation over $50K spent in Wild 'N Out show. What's this about? Let's see. All right. The city of Stockton has launched an internal investigation into the use of $50,000 in public funds for a live event featuring Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out, which took place in the city on May 24th. I watched a few episodes or two of Wild 'N Out. I can't just keep watching because it's kind of irritating to me. But it's a pretty good show. It's kind of funny if that's something that you like. Now, according to city manager Steve, Colangio, said that the funds were pulled from the city's risk mitigation fund without proper approval. Oh, that sounds like it might be some theft now. Now, what is that? Colangio says that Vice Mayor Jason Lee, played a key role in facilitating the transaction, raising concerns about possible overreach and blurred lines between policymaking and city administration. Ooh. Now, said that he also expressed concern about how Lee interacted with staff or city staff and event organizers. Let me find out this boy got some sticky fingers now. Now, Lee, who helped bring Wild 'N Out to Stockton through his connections with celebrities like Nick Cannon, pushed back against the criticism. Now, on social media, he stated, "Let's be clear, Nick and the Wild 'N Out team came to Stockton as a favor to me. Now, to turn this city up and prove that we deserve and that we deserve world-class partnership." He says that the attack on our hardworking city staff for simply doing their jobs, beyond disappointing. The nerve of you. Okay, I added that part. It said that the investigation is ongoing and the city officials have not yet disclosed what disciplinary or legal actions, if any, may follow. So Jason Lee might be up for some disciplinary or legal actions taken against him for this $50,000 child of money mismanaged by him. Okay, he might want to go on back to Love and Hip Hop, child, because I don't know, child. You get messing with these white people money, and they will come after your ass. Know that. All right, let's get into the next topic. Hope you guys are enjoying this pop-in. What up, schoolboy? Schoolboy in the house. Let's get into the next one, honey. Nene Leakes is sitting down with the most annoying Erica Mena while she's talking about her ass being fired from Love and Hip Hop, where she's doubling down on calling Spice a monkey. My thing is this: sometimes when you just shut the fuck up and let things just kind of ride out, and people will soon forget about things at some point in time, to where you don't have to keep talking about it. If you keep mentioning it and doing interviews about it, people are like, yeah, she was wrong for that shit. Yeah, we ain't rocking with her. Just kind of let shit die down on its own and stop bringing it up and regurgitating the same mess. You knew you were wrong to call the girl a monkey. You knew that it had something to do with some type of racism, a form of racism. You were trying to be, you were hitting below the belt. You were. Now, Spice did mention that you were not a good mother to your children, which y'all know when you get to talking about people's kids, that's going to provoke somebody to say some low down shit to you that you're probably not going to like. But Erica Mena tried to brush it off as, oh, I have kids by black men. So the fuck what? You can still be racist and have kids by black people. You really can. You really can. Hell, our people can be racist against our own people. So with her being Boricua, Puerto Rican and all that stuff, and to sit up here and call another black woman monkey, I don't like it. I didn't like it when the shit happened. And the fact that she played victim whenever she did that shit and was trying to be back on the show, and they haven't fucked with her since. She's been trying to get back. So now she's sitting down with Nene Leakes. Now, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta alone, Erica Mena doubles down on calling Spice a monkey. Says that people have selective outrage and she don't have control of her outrage. And that's her problem. That's why she keep getting caught up in the bullshit that she keep getting caught up in. Let's get into it. Love and Hip Hop alum Erica Mena is speaking out once again about her controversial feud with fellow cast member Spice. Y'all know who Spice is? That's her there in the picture in the blue hair. That is her signature look. Now, appearing on Nene Leakes' new show, the Pillow Talk podcast, Mena addressed the moment she called Spice a monkey during a heated scene on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, a comment that led to her being removed from the show. Y'all remember when that happened. Now, rather than walking back to the remark, said that Mena stood by her words, claiming that the outrage at the time was unfairly one-sided, said that people have selective outrage, she told Leakes during the interview. But you have to have control over that. And you have to understand when you're on a certain platform, you are representing for certain people. How do you bear black children and sit up and disrespect someone of the same race? Because how would you feel if someone called your child, be it that your children are mixed, Puerto Rican and black, okay? And we know Safari is Jamaican, but still, he's still black. So how would you like it if someone called your kids a monkey and they would be affected by that? You have to understand that. Now, they're saying that the original incident sparked strong reactions when it aired, with many viewers calling the term racially offensive, and it was, due to its painful historic context. At the time, Mena faced intense criticism and was eventually edited out of the remainder of the season. All right. That sliced your check. Now you're over there doing them fake ass Tubi movies, and you were feeling the pinch from them Love and Hip Hop checks. Okay. Now, it says that Erica also says the only way that she would return to Love and Hip Hop is if they offered her a show of her own. Oh, well, I guess you're not coming back then. I guess you're not coming back. I mean, shit, if Bravo ain't giving Nene Leakes her own show, and I feel like she fully should have gotten her own show, I would have watched it. I would have watched the shit. They could have gave Nene Leakes her own show over Kim Zolciak any day. That tardy for the party bullshit. Like, that was cringe. I did not want to watch her smoke a whole box of cool cigarettes in a whole fucking episode. I didn't want to see that. I would have loved to watch Greg. Greg was funny as hell back then. Nene, her punchlines, all of that would have been great. But to sit and watch a whole season of Erica Mena and her freakouts and this damn vein popping out in her forehead, bitch, count me out. I'd rather pluck every damn eyelash out my eye. I'd rather cut every toenail down to the damn white meat before I do that shit. And we all know we don't want to do that, right? I'd rather do that. I'd rather put, let's see, what's something else that could be painful? I'd rather put clothespins across my fucking nipple and squeeze them bitches until they bleed than to watch Erica Mena for a whole season. I don't do that. That's some toxic behavior. Okay, this is the same biatch that climbed over a wall. Them bro, I said, where the hell she get a y'all don't laugh at me. Where the hell she get a damn ladder from? She done went to Safari's house, climbed on a ladder, climbed over a wall, broke into his. I said, this is a new level of crazy right here. It don't get no more crazy than that. It don't get no more crazy. But yeah, I'd rather do all of those things. Pluck every fucking eyelash out, top and bottom row, before I watch this bitch. Like, it's a chop for me. But let's get into what they had to say. Shout out to the girls of fighting.
And I don't want to point fingers, but I've had women who are really like white on Love and Hip Hop who've actually said that word.
Yeah.
You know, and not saying it's right, because obviously growing up in New York, that word is kind of like used as a homie kind of thing. And I feel like, you know, whatever. But I have been viral for years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song, and I'm like, you can't trust nobody, not even the end that you sneak with. That was so viral. It went all over the place for years and years and years and years. And not saying it's right, but I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. But it became an issue when, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was, you got another woman who's obviously a lot darker than me. She came at me in regards to my son, and a word that, yes, has been used to racially kind of, defame, or what do you say? To belittle a race at one point in time. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. And I say all that to say that people have selective outrage, because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman and how proud she was to bleach her skin, or I don't even know what her MO was at that time. But it just goes to show you, like, people just at the end of the day have selective outrage, because I feel like it was because of me. I'm used to being kind of hated one week, and then you know how
the way that
and I don't want to.
Yeah, it's the victim miss for me. What does her bleaching her skin have to do with you calling her a monkey? I don't see the relevance in that at all. If she wants to bleach her skin, that don't got shit to do with you calling her a monkey. You said it in a manner of being racial towards her. I feel like that. Now, what Spice said was not a lie. It was the moment in which she said it that caused you to snap off on her ass and say what you said. It caused you to be fired. Now, you don't take care of your kid. You were not at the point in time taking care of your child. You left your child with your mom so you can run behind Safari and all these other men and be famous. And there's a lot of parents out there, a lot of women out there to do it. They want to be famous. They want to be in Hollywood. They leave their kids behind. Okay, Drea Michelle did it. She left her kid with her mom. She left her child at home one time by herself too, according to what they were saying. All right, yeah, just to go out and be famous. These girls want to be famous. They chase fame and they leave their kids behind, and then you wonder why your kids don't fucking respect you. Now, her son, they were saying the reason that she doesn't show her son, Erica Mena's son, is because he has autism or something like that. But she showed her kids with Safari all the time, but her son, her first son that she had, she doesn't show him. And that is the child that Spice was talking about. She was like, girl, you don't take care of your child. You're not a good mother. She's a great mother to the kids she had with Safari, but that other child is like, that's her mama's child. Okay, she'll see him, and you can see the disconnect whenever, if you go and look on YouTube, you see the videos between the two of them. It's a disconnect there. You can tell that she is his mother, but he is not as close to Erica as he is his grandmother, which is Erica's mom. So what Spice was saying was not a lie. It was in the moment that she said it, which got her called a monkey. You might as well have called her the N-word if you was going to call her a monkey, because really it's almost the same in this situation, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just saying. You're going to get your ass fired anyway. You might as well, hey, go full throttle. If you're going to talk shit like that, you're going to call somebody out of their name, don't stop at monkey when you can go ahead and say the N-word, because you're going to be fired anyway. Blow the top off that bitch. Because my mouth is reckless when I'm mad. I don't hold back. Whatever come here, okay? Period. I ain't holding it. We'll deal with that shit on the back end. But as for now, your ass is cussed out. That's just how it is. But thank you. And I feel like Nene is showing some growth in her interviewing skills, because what used to irritate me the most watching her interview people is she would overtalk them. Like, I would be like, girl, can you be quiet so we can hear what they got to say? How you ask them a question and outtalk them. So I don't know if somebody got to her and pulled her to the side like, Nene, girl, shut the fuck up. Because we can't hear the people saying nothing, girl. So Nene is like, so she's listening. She's being more receptive versus listening to respond. Is that better? Yes, honey. So let's move on. Because I like me some Nene. Nene's something else, honey. Her attitude, she's a fucking narc. But I love me some Nene Lee. She is a narc, but she's a good narc. Okay, she's good TV. You can't deny that. She is good TV. She need to work on her damn attitude a little bit, though. She really does. She really does. All right, so continuing on. Gizelle Bryant, honey, got read down by somebody from Real Housewives of Miami. Said that she was the rudest housewife that she's ever seen. I was like, oh my God, look at the Lord working through you, girl. Let the Lord use you right here, sis. Okay. So they said that Gizelle Bryant, honey, responds to Real Housewives of Miami star Adriana Demora, calling her the rudest housewife from another city that she'd ever met. Says that, who is this woman? Oh, damn. Tell us how you really feel, okay? Now, y'all know Andy Cohen with his messy ass. He was soaking it up because he loved to see the girls fighting. Andy lives for the girls to fight, okay? So he is loving this shit. Let's get into it.
Adriana, who's the rudest Real Housewife from another city you've ever encountered?
Uh-oh.
Gizelle.
Wow,
What?
really, Gizelle?
No.
Really? Where?
We're Bravo Con here in New York, and we're sharing a car. Oh, she was so rude.
Oh, really?
Oh, because you were sharing a car.
You did not get
She was
along.
giving me sass because I got the front seat, and she came here second, so she had to be sitting in the back, so she wasn't happy about it.
Oh. Adriana, who's the rudest Real Housewife from another city you've ever encountered?
But she's trying to be a little more humble. I did watch the just a few episodes of the new season. It's super boring. I don't know, child. Karen, I need you to be a little bit more. I know this ain't a word, and I'm about to say it. Y'all gonna be like, Karen, what? Gooder. I need you to be a little bit more nice in the prison so they can go and let your ass out. Because they need to bring somebody on the show for Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Thank God they got rid of Robin, because her ass won't give it nothing anyway. But Gizelle didn't kind of pop until she had like her sidekick on the show, like Robin. So, she kind of bounced off Karen Huger as well. She needs somebody to bounce off from. And I noticed that she's trying to befriend people that she never could stand on the show in order to remain relevant on the show. Now, she does have a side that people just don't like. Lucky for me, I actually know Gizelle because of her damn husband. And I know a lot about Gizelle. And we talked about this several times, but I'm going to say this. Giselle definitely needs to work on her damn attitude. That's probably why she can't keep a fucking man. And it's a shame. She's a beautiful girl. No homo. She's a beautiful girl, but she cannot keep a man. 1, because her mouth. 2, she don't know how to fucking dress. 3, she's kind of batshit crazy. All right. And we can keep going. But at the end of the day, do I feel like she's rude? She's absolutely rude. And she's a fucking mean girl as well. She's a mean girl. And I feel like it's something from within that's causing her to act that way outside. Okay. So I agree with you. What's your name, child? Adriana Demora. I agree with you, girl. Gizelle is totally rude. All right, moving on. We don't care no more. All right, so let's get into Khalid Muhammad's 79-year-old sister, honey, as she goes off. Let me tell y'all something about old people. When they go off, I love an old sassy person. Okay, I love an old sassy person that go off and tell you how it actually is, baby. They will snap on your ass. This lady right here, I love the way she talked, the way she put her words together. You can tell she don't give a damn. And back in her day, she's 79. You can tell back in the day, she'll cuss your ass out. Now she is talking about, let's get into it. I'm gonna read this. So Khalid Muhammad's 79-year-old sister just aired out the music industry in a raw video, you guys, statement to all hip hop. Shout out to them. Calling out Tupac's label. She calls out D'Angelo, singer D'Angelo. Okay. How does it feel? Him. All right. She calls out Ice Cube. She calls out Common, Public Enemy, and labels for exploiting her brother's voice without credit or payment. Ooh. Now said that the family is now suing for $5 million per song. They about to get rich. Ching ching. And says it is not about money. It's about it's principalities. All right. Like Big Worm said. All right. Run me my money. Said that they want to build a museum and also economic justice. Let's get into her, baby, because she was not playing with the people. Okay.
This is about Tupac's record label that's ran by that white Tom Whaley. that pimped my brother's legacy, actually, because of the fact Tupac was murdered. We all know that. Tupac would have wanted, being as though his album didn't come out till after he was dead, he would have wanted for my brother to be credited and paid, not messed over by Tom Whaley and nobody else. As far as Ice Cube's, his record label, he put and his record label put it. Act like you was down with the nation, and you turncoat on my brother. Talking about MAGA. What the MAGA? Some Trump? He ran around Trump deporting everybody. He didn't deport his own guy. Public enemy. I don't know where to come from. Trying to use my brother's power and wipe out his name. How you going to erase a legend's name? I don't understand that. Somebody please explain that to me. And D'Angelo, I don't know where to come from, especially with a name like D'Angelo and Black Messiah. You probably a black ugly, but you took my brother's speech, his voice, and used it. 1 minute of it when you shouldn't have used none. So you need to dump like a dump truck too, okay? Hey, to the fight, it's your turn. As far as you coming, you stole from my brother 11 months ago. You stole from him, and you still trying to steal from him by not rewarding him, crediting him, giving him what's due to him. A hella fine black man.
Come on.
And you know it.
Come on,
so mother, get up off them high horse, get down low and come on up with the dough, okay? This has been going on for decades.
Them black people, our black people are so creative with words. Where did we come up with these old ass phrases? Okay, Mama said, "You need a dump like a dump truck." Like what? I ain't never heard nobody say that in my life. Mama is snapping out with a name like D'Angelo. I don't know what the hell you. I'm like, damn, Mama, the Black Messiah. You're black something else. You're ugly. I was like, well, damn, Mama. Mama cleared the girls. Okay, Mama was like, look, I ain't got time to be playing with them. Y'all need to grease my palm, run that money since y'all want to be out here using my brother's stuff without his knowledge. Them one-liners is hitting, ain't it? I love her. One more time for the road.
And this is the reason for the lawsuit that we have filed because of the fact that, I mean, everything is just all twisted and fucked up. So I really can't put it in any other aspect other than it's just fucked up, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And we want it unfucked up.
Not unfucked
so
up.
You catch my drift? You understand what the fuck I'm talking about? I don't want to have to come find one of you motherfuckers and get in your face and tell you this shit, okay? I'm trying to give you a hint, okay? And as far as the money from the lawsuit, what we want to do is we want to have a black museum, a black resource center, black studies. This is about Tupac's record label that's ran by that white Tom Whaley that pimped my brother's legacy, actually, because of the fact Tupac was murdered. We all know that. Tupac would have wanted, being as though his album didn't come out till after he was dead, he would have wanted for my brother to be credited and paid.
Shout out to all hip-hop okay?
Not messed over by Tom Whaley and nobody else. As far as Ice Cube's, his record label, he put and his record label put it. Act like you was down with the nation, and you turncoat on my brother. Talking about MAGA. What the MAGA? Some Trump? He ran around Trump deporting everybody. He didn't deport his own guy. Public enemy. I don't know where to come from. Trying to use my brother's power and wipe out his name. How you going to erase a legend's name? I don't understand that. Somebody please explain that to me. And D'Angelo, I don't know where to come from, especially with a name like D'Angelo and Black Messiah. You probably a black ugly, but you took my brother's speech, his voice, and used it. 1 minute of it when you shouldn't have used none. So you need to dump like a dump truck too. Okay, pay to the pipe. It's your turn. As far as you coming, you stole from my brother 11 months ago. You stole from him, and you still trying to steal from him by not rewarding him, crediting him, giving him what's due to him. A hella fine black man, and you know it. So, mother, get up off them high horses, get down low, and come on up with the dough, okay?
Get off them high horses, get down low, and come on up with the dough. That's what Mama said. I love that. That's some old pimp talk right there. Get off your high horse, get down low, bitch, and come up high with the dough. I love it. Okay, ain't nothing else to be said, child. Pass the collection plate after that, okay? She done preached the whole sermon and done cussed everybody out. I love it. Mama came through. Mama took her teeth out and cussed everybody out. I love it. Okay, old people are so funny when they get mad. I love it. I like a sassy Oprah. I want to be like that when I get old. I want my mouth to be just like that when I get old. Just snapping off on everybody. They're like, damn, Miss Carabelle, you too much out here. All right. Let's get into since we've been talking about Love and Hip Hop, we have someone that was on Love and Hip Hop and she's in some trouble right now. Let's get into her. Miss Erica Banks, okay? Bust it. Y'all remember that song? That's her song, honey. And she out here busting it for real over here in the jail. Shout out to Chit Chat. Now, Erica Banks is arrested for having a stolen pow pow at the airport. What is it with people having pow pows at the airport? Knowing you got to go through security and whatnot. Okay, why do y'all be taking pow pows to the airport? Says in later release, says her attorney says that she had no idea the weapon was stolen. What you have a weapon for anyway going to the fucking airport? I ain't take no weapon to the airport. Shit, I ain't take no mace. I was like, oh, well, nothing holding me up when I'm going through to get my shit checked so I can get on to where I need to go. All right. Yeah. But they did hold me up. While we're talking about it at the damn airport, we were going through TSA. I feel like they wanted to fill me up a little bit. I felt a little violated and whatnot. Y'all know the little girls be up there when you got to put your shit up there on the thing and you walk through there, you got to hold your arms up like this. Well, I had on my little underwire bra because I wanted my girls to sit up a little high that day. Why they want to come and the thing started beeping or whatever? So why they on this shit here with me? I was like, oh, one of y'all gonna have to pay me child support the way y'all done fucked up and rubbed me down up in here. Damn. Like that. I was like, damn, y'all want to dim the lights in this bitch since you're gonna rub me down like this in here? Oh my God, I felt violated. My husband was like, the fuck? I was like, I'm in the airport. Like, do y'all want to dim the lights while you rubbing me down and all down here with it? Like shit. I'm not used to women up on me like that. Like damn. But let's get into it, child. I felt fully violated. Do I need to write somebody about that? Do I need to sue y'all for that violation in the airport? I feel like they did. I'm just like, damn, I just want to get on the plane. I don't got time for all this shit. It's just an underwire bra. Y'all doing too much for a fucking bra. Like, do you want me to take them off out here? Do you want to take the bra off? Like, what you want? He was out here with it. I was like, I almost liked it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even like women, but I almost liked it. I was like, that's my shit right there. Like, settle down. Oh my God. They was doing the most. But anywho, let's continue. So it looks like Erica Banks' child got into some legal trouble, which resulted in her getting arrested. Okay. Now, according to WSB TV, Erica faces a theft by receiving stolen property charge after police says that she had a stolen pow pow at the airport. Now, I hope they have no bodies on that pow pow. Oh, that's gonna be something else for you. Now, it said that the warrant, honey, states that she was flying from Atlanta, Georgia, to Houston on Wednesday with the weapon inside of her small Louis bag, girl. Not the Louis bag. It says that the weapon was checked at security checkpoint and it was revealed that it was stolen out of Greenville, South Carolina. Now, Erica was booked into the Clayton County Jail at 9:50 p.m. and released at 11:12, child, 11:12 p.m. Now, her attorneys issued a statement, said that it is our contention that when she was caught with this weapon, she had no idea that it was stolen. So she is not guilty of any offense. And once we get to the court on this case, that my job is to make sure this never becomes a part of her criminal history and to have these charges dismissed. Why you don't get your own weapon? Why you got somebody else's weapon? Because in Georgia, you don't have to have a license to carry anymore. How do I know? Okay. Yeah, this is a stand your ground state, and you don't have to have a license to carry anymore as of a couple years now. Yeah, that's a new rule. So for those of you who don't want to go out there and get you a pow for protection, okay, yeah, go and do that because you don't have to go and get no license now. You don't have to be licensed to carry. I think Florida is unlicensed to carry state now as well too, and probably some more states as well. But I know as far as Georgia now, you don't have to have a license to carry. You can have a pow without so. But it's good to have it if you want to go through that, you can. But yeah. But anywho, so let's get into that. All right. So she got arrested, child, at the airport. Says that Channel 2's Tom Jones learned that she has hired a well-known attorney. The fly lawyer, formerly known as Jackie Patterson, said that he gave Jones the following statement, and we just read that to you guys. Okay, what do you guys think about Erica Banks? Okay, she's really not been that important on Love and Hip Hop, but I don't know why. Like I said, she did not have her own weapon versus showing up in the airport with one from someone else. All right, let's continue on. Now, this situation, not sure why it's coming back up again because we've covered this before. Loni Love and Tamar Braxton, y'all know they had a few issues going on. Okay. They had a few issues going on where Loni Love says that she does not have any beef with Tamar Braxton, despite her previous comments about her. Now, Tamar made some very nasty comments about Loni. I like Loni. Loni is very unproblematic. She don't be bothering nobody. She sit in her seat on the show. What is it, The Real? She don't be bothering nobody. Now she be having like a little shady look a time or two. But Loni is like Auntie Loni. Like, who don't like Loni? Shit, okay? Loni don't be bothering nobody. But recently they're saying that Loni Love appeared on Watch What Happens Live, and she was asked if she accepted Tamar Braxton's apology for previous comments that she made about her, and if there were any interest in squashing their beef. Now it says that Loni says that she doesn't have any beef, child, with Tamar, and everything is one-sided when it comes to the situation. Loni said, I don't have no beef, bitch. I ate the beef. Was that wrong? I went too far. But anyway, yeah, so let's hear what Loni had to say. I was like, bitch, I don't have no beef. I eat my beef.
Loni, want to hear the number one question for you?
Oh, what is it?
Denzel M said, do you accept Tamar's public apology towards you?
No.
And are you interested in having a conversation with her to bury the beef?
No.
I have no beef. That's what I want people to understand. There is
It's a
no
one-sided
beef. Yeah.
thing.
It's like, and my thing is, you know what, when all that went down, y'all, I was in Iceland. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
And so I didn't know anything. And then I got all this information and I'm like, you know what? People wanted me to respond. I'm like, I never respond. Andrew, you know me. I never respond to this.
Yes.
Oh, Andrew, I use my platform to entertain, inform, and inspire, not to do beefs. If I was on your show, though, I would, because I'd be like,
Oh, can we cast her?
Oh.
Loni, want to hear the number one question?
I was like, girl, I ain't got no beef. I ate my beef, honey.
And I ended up.
All right, so let's get into this. Now, this is what Tamar had to say, and I ain't like it because I was just like, Tamar, I know the hell you ain't talking because as soon as K. Michelle called your ass a motherfucking Muppet, you was out here crying and carrying on and playing victim, and you know you did. This was her. So she's so dramatic about everything. I was like, girl, I want to be like this with her. And she called me a Muppet. Do I look like a Muppet? That was her on The Real. When she did, do I look like a Muppet to you? In my mind, I was like, yeah. And they called me a Muppet. And I felt a certain type of way. And it made me, I was just like, girl, you started the shit with K. Michelle, and then when she just hit below the belt and took your damn wig off, now all of a sudden is let's play victim and make everybody feel sorry for me when I started the shit. I can't stand people like that. But let's get into what Tamar had to say.
I'm not doing The Real, and they end up casting Loni Love. Y'all know y'all would have liked me first. I'm just kidding. I was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I just did not do The Real. But Tamar ultimately did The Real, and I remember so well talking.
I wish they would have told me.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember talking to Tamar. I remember talking to you, and you said this to me, like they had casted all of you guys, and you were like, we're all going out to dinner. I believe all y'all went to like Mr. Chow.
Because Vince.
Yeah, y'all all went together to Mr. Chow to kind of like, just make sure that you guys were friends and sisters and you guys had the same vision and all that. You produced on there as well.
I did.
Wow,
I had a hand in creating the show. That's
Why her baby hair up like, why her hair back so far in this baby hair like this? I don't like that. What's up with that? I'm sorry.
what I'm saying. I wish they would have told me that because I wouldn't have cast Big Back Cadillac.
I'm finna get ready to leave.
We probably would be, and I tend.
You don't call Loni Big Back Cadillac. We ain't taking that. Now I love Loni. I love Loni. We ain't doing that, Tamar. Cause see, we can say something about your damn hair flying back. Why is your hair behind your ears up here? And you got baby hair with that crooked ass part. Like, why? See, we can say that. We can go back to Muppet too, since that made you feel away. Can we reach back and say Muppet again? Because you
Yeah. Well, when I said, will there ever be any reconciliation? You said you won't.
Now she apologizing because she got her ass tore off for saying that. Okay,
you won't say that.
I won't say that.
You're open to a conversation with Loni Love.
I am. I'm open to a conversation because I feel like now, first of all, I probably should say this out loud and in front of everybody. I apologize for calling her a big bad Cadillac. Not in any way did I want to shame her or, I've held on to, my composure all of this time and never said nothing, bad, and that was just really a vulnerable moment. And I apologize, Loni. I really want to have a conversation that could lead to a reconcile.
Yeah. Well, when I said, will there ever?
So she apologized, but not before. I believe the only reason that Tamar apologized to Loni in this moment was because of the backlash that she received when she called Loni a big bad Cadillac. Loni has a lot of people that like her. Okay, ever since we've known Loni, she's been a chunky girl. So the fuck what? I like Loni. I love Loni. Tamar, not so much. Your attitude, I really feel like, just really makes you an ugly person. And she's not an ugly girl, but her attitude makes her an ugly person. And the fact that she has this sense of entitlement that she can say or do anything to other people and they can't respond. Like I can't with her on that. Even her own sisters say the same damn thing about her. Tony and them get irritated at Tamar because she feels like she could just fly off and say what she wants to say. Thank God for Tracy, rest in peace to her, who had to check Tamar's ass and almost had to put the pause upon her ass for talking crazy. And she's still doing it. I don't know if somebody's gonna have to whop her ass one time. And I do not promote violence all the time, but I don't know what it's gonna take for her. I don't know what's gonna take for her. Even her mama said she's gonna slap the piss out of her, and she's still out here acting a fool. Okay, when your mama tell you that on national television, you might need to change your ways. Okay, y'all remember Miss Evelyn said, "I will the piss out of you." And she done ran to Vince and told Vince. Mama said she was gonna slap the piss out of you. Vince was like, "What did you do?" Like, bitch, don't come around telling me she ain't about to slap me either. But that's it, guys. That's it for our Poppy, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because that's all. Let's get back to my main page so we can give my thank yous to everyone. Thank you to all of my mods, okay? Thank you to all of my mods. Scorpion Miss, thank you so much. Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, KBR, Tyra, those are my mods. Y'all do so good. Thank y'all so much. All right. Schoolboy, thank you so much. These are my content creators that usually stop through to support the video. Schoolboy, thank you so much for being here. Y'all support Schoolboy on Instagram. She be over there, honey, doing her commentary. I love me some Schoolboy. All right. Thank you so much, Simple Mom Family TV, if you're in the building. Thank you so much, Purple Unicorn, Sunny Days. Thank you, love, for also being here as well. Mods, can you please let me know, do we have any more content creators that may have stopped by to support? All right. Shout out to Empress Radio too. If she's here or not here, that's the homie. Love her down. All right. Shout out to. Let me know, guys. Right quick, mods. Do we have any more? Of course, all my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down. Thank y'all for being here as well to support as well. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me so that we can push this video on out to the algorithm, okay? Now, my other video that I did for Car Chronicles, you guys, you may see it as still up and running, saying that my live is still running. Something's going on with StreamYard. I've already contacted them on that. Thank you guys for sending me messages to let me know. Caramel, your live is still up. Actually, I ended the live and it's showing on my side of StreamYard that is closed, but for some odd reason, there's some type of technical difficulties going on with that. But nevertheless, they're handling it. And once they get that done, baby, then they'll get it done. They'll shoot me an email and let me know. But thank you guys all for letting me know that there was an issue with that. Okay. But in the meantime, in between time, please go ahead and hit the like button on this. Tell a friend to come on over to the Caramel Show and subscribe. Love you guys down. Until the next one. Bye.